Good luck to you, my boy.
All right. Oh, what shows have you guys been watching? I've been consuming so many shows and movies. I want to just come on here and talk to you guys first.
Yes, I got my top three, no debating too.
Is it the Disney Plus Marvel's MCU series?
Yep, I won't hear them in order.
Are we doing it right now?
We can.
Did you guys watch Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and WandaVision, Jason, John?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Who gonna kick it off? Top three, no debating.
Top three. John, go. Like in
out.
order, rank them. What was one is the best, two is the second best, three.
I mean, all right, it's biased.
Okay.
But it's biased. And here's why. WandaVision 1, Loki 2, and then I'm gonna go Falcon and Winter Soldier 3. All right, Loki is obviously 2 because it ain't done. There's another season coming up. WandaVision is done, and I consider it a masterpiece for what it was. And so it's 1. I haven't seen the rest of Loki, but the first season is straight, and I like what they were doing. I love bring my boy Jonathan Majors in there, but I haven't seen the rest of the show. So I can't just put it at number 1 without knowing how it ends. I'm that type of personality type. Got to see the end. So shout out to WandaVision. It's still my favorite show, and I thought that was immaculately created. And Falcon and Winter Soldier, I mean, it's 3 because, I mean, I just felt like it could have been better, personally. I felt like they could have done more action in each of the episodes. The storytelling, it was too much talking. It was kind of slow. I thought they could have did more action, and they waited too long to bring that in. So,
ooh, I felt okay. I resonated with that one, John. Jace, you ready?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yep.
All right. So I got Loki 1, WandaVision 2, Captain America and Winter Soldier 3. Reason being is because with Loki, like even though it's not done, it's setting up a lot of things to happen in the MCU. And that's why I like it so much. Like it's setting up the what ifs and all that. I don't know if y'all know about that, but the what if thing, like what if blah, 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 blah. So that's why I think it's number 1. But also WandaVision is number 2 for me because it's also setting up a whole lot of things for the MCU as well. So I think it's setting up the next Avengers, I want to say. I forgot what it was. But it's setting up a lot of things.
Falcon and Winter Soldier piece. We didn't hear that part. Why you had that 3? From the top.
Just because it was just slow, bro. I ain't grasped to it as much as everybody else did. I know some folks will say it's the best one that they like. But some people like storytelling. I don't like it. I like when I watch Marvel and all that, I want to see something crazy happen, man. I don't want to hear all that.
So, all right. My top 3. Number 3, WandaVision. Number 2, Falcon and Winter Soldier. And number 1, Loki. I'll start with WandaVision. It's well documented on this podcast, my feelings about WandaVision. I felt like it was rushed. It was only 9 episodes. I felt it should have been more. But I did enjoy it. The little sitcoms different every episode. I just thought the ending could have been better. It left me very underwhelmed. So WandaVision is 3. I put Falcon Winter Soldier 2, but it's not like a wide mark. It's like an inch above it. It's just I had no expectations for Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just came in there just watching and enjoying the series, and I just, it was cool. It wasn't for WandaVision. I had high expectations for it. For Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was like, oh, let's just see what this is about. And it was whelmed, man. It was just cool. I enjoyed it. Falcon showing some New Orleans roots, that like that. Bucky, it's always fun to see him on the screen. Bringing Zemo back was cool. So I enjoyed Falcon Winter Soldier. Loki may be one of the greatest shows I ever watched. In only 6 episodes, I enjoyed Tom Hiddleston's performance as Loki. It was plot, it had not drama, it had mystery. Like I wanted to see what was going on. Then the big reveal at the end with Jonathan Majors playing Kang the Conqueror. It was just like I was watching like what's gonna happen next. I wanted more, and it was just genuinely fun. Had good actors in there. I'm sure Cuz gonna elaborate on that when he has Loki as number 1 as well. So Loki is definitely number 1. Looking forward to season 2 of Loki, and definitely looking forward to seeing Jonathan Majors back in the MCU in future projects.
Number 3, I have WandaVision. Number 2, I have Captain America. Falcon and Winter Soldier. And then number 1, I have Loki. WandaVision for me, I was super excited for it, like Bruce said, but when I watched it, and I really just sat there and just looked back at it. I was like, what did I really gain? And I didn't feel like I gained much. The fighting, the action scenes were terrible. There's just a lot of cinematography. Like it looked fine. Like that part of it, like the effects and stuff looked great, but it was taking too long to connect, and it was taking too long for what's shorty name? The black girl.
Forgot her name.
Forgot her name.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, Monica Rambeau. It was taking long for Monica Rambeau to finally get going in there. I feel like the Asian dude that she was working with, he played a couple of shows I used to watch. He didn't have much, like it just wasn't. It felt like I was watching a sitcom, but it was like I wanted more out of it. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I did like the Louisiana roots. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of sold me, but it was like as they got more into it and traveling and actually what they were fighting against and what like how that connected back to Spider-Man and them coming back from the blip and all that. I like that because it was like people from the blip. They came back from the blip, didn't have no place to be. They didn't have no sense of belonging. So it all made sense. And I also like the fact that they brought in the anti-hero with the Captain America. And, it wasn't, a real Captain America, but he was in there and he had a black sidekick, kind of like Captain America had Falcon. So I like that connection. I liked how it set up for some stuff going forward with the lady that came and gave once he got fired, gave him the job or whatever, she'll be in contact with him. And then number one, Loki, I honestly took me like 4 or 5 times to watch Loki the first time, like the first episode. I could never finish it. I kept going to sleep on it. I was super bored. And then literally when I got past the first episode, I was like, oh, I was hooked. Like number 2 is good, 3 is good, 4 is good. Then 5 is good. Then the finale, boom. I'm like, okay. I liked everything about it. I feel like they made one of the most confusing topics, which being the timeline and a different story. They made it like understandable and it made it clear within 6 episodes, which is crazy. And then obviously the big reveal was big. That just set up for a lot of more stuff. And I think they thought this one out because they knew the world was in need of a new black face in that superhero world. And Falcon kinda has been it, but we needed somebody else. And I don't know, Kang might not be a superhero per se, but I'm saying like we needed somebody else to
That boy definitely a villain.
No, I mean, no, I get it, but it's like you need somebody to see he's a villain, but did he feel like a villain when he finally explained everything?
He's kind of a villain. He's not really though. He has a purpose in the world. Yeah.
That wasn't that wasn't because there's like multiple Kangs. That wasn't like the most evil Kang though.
He has evil versions. Then he got. But he made sense to me.
But everybody got the version.
And his power is really cool. He really didn't have to die if he didn't want to die. That's another thing too.
Yeah. Like everybody that's what it's like trying to tell folks. Like everybody has an evil version of themselves.
Right. And the thing is, like I told Bruce this, when you're watching the show, you gotta remember that Loki's evil. So why would you be Loki took on the persona kind of a hero in that moment, but when you look back on it, he's not a hero.
Exactly.
Or he could be.
No, but he's not. Like he's literally the god of mischief. Like he can't be.
He can't go outside of that either. Because he's dead.
But he is dead.
Yeah. So he can't really go outside of that. So I don't know how to. That's another thing why I love Loki. I don't know how they're gonna tie him back into the MCU if he comes back. I don't know.
Are you talking about he did because of what Thanos did?
Yeah.
But didn't everything that Thanos did, everybody got bought back?
Loki didn't get bought back.
No, but Thanos killed like Loki. Like, literally killed.
When he was killed,
he didn't snap him.
Yeah, when he didn't get snapped, he got choked him out.
Yeah, choked him out. Yeah.
But I don't know how that worked because technically the
Black
gods can't die.
Yeah, I don't understand that either because
Odin died in Ragnarok though. They died.
You're right.
The villain in Loki is probably my favorite. I mean, we don't know if Kang is actually a villain, so to say, but I get what y'all going. And just hearing y'all talk about it, I'm still not gonna change my order because I like how WandaVision was presented to me, but I do recognize some of the weakness in the show, including the villain, including like the hype and then the letdown of just everything that was supposed to be like a real MCU show.
Yeah.
But Loki, the villain is tough. Like I don't know. You're right. It makes you think, and then it's a love story into it. It's like really
He's in love with himself. That's the
yeah,
crazy
it's
part
really
too.
complex. It's like it makes you think, and that show did give you some thinking points. So
I'm in love with the female version of me, who's literally me.
it's gonna be my number one eventually. It's just I
So
want
dark.
to.
But and then back to it. Agatha wasn't a bad villain. I don't think she was a problem. They didn't build on her enough. She should have been fired more than what she was.
I think I don't know if it's by design or not, but I do think like the Disney Plus MCU series, they're not making the villains like have like they're not great villains like how we're accustomed to see them on the big screen. I don't know that it's like they're just because it's Disney Plus or they're like it's not on the movies, but I think like these villains aren't. I want to rank them in like my top 5 villains of the MCU, like I did with Thanos or Zemo or Ultron or things like that. I think they're like they lowered the scale on their villains for the series on Disney Plus. But I thoroughly enjoy seeing Kang though. So looking forward to that.
Kang, bro, when he was explaining himself, like he was explaining like who he was, like what he does. I forgot I was watching this. Like I forgot I was watching the Marvel TV show. Like he was just going on for so long, and it was just so interesting. Like his acting is crazy. Like he's sitting there fiddling with stuff, like just like just all over. Like it was crazy.
You're right, Jace. He was so comfortable in that role, like hopping on the table, like really bringing energy to that role. And a lot of people would not be comfortable enough to actually act like that, in front of an audience that really hadn't seen you maybe after coming from Lovecraft. So yeah, that's a crazy transition. I thought you did
that boy came on
crazy.
That boy came on and said, "Now what you thought, huh?"
Yeah, now huh? What, black man?
I gotta go rewatch Loki for sure.
But
it was really funny. I was laughing.